Welcome back to another episode of Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. The last time we left off, we had finally gotten all the tribes to agree to be attend the mute, and we are about to go get the crown. Final artifact that we need. And then we'll take care of a bunch of stuff. Explore the area fully. All we want to do is exploration then. I'm also looking forward to seeing what points we get in the final crown. What abilities we can add on to our power. It's all very interesting, is it not? Bitch. You want some too? Get out of here. Get out of here. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Ora. That's the kind of shit we're hiding up here. Crazy work. I don't know if I can get up there from anywhere else. Looks like I can get there from up here though. Oh no. I see. So you definitely can. Bitch. The Crimson Creepers just disappear though. I don't think they have anything on them anyway. Or maybe they just go blasting into outer space and that's why I can't find them. Maybe. Aha. Made us fuck. Alright. Let's keep on going on and further in to the dungeon. It's up Bermuda. Yeah, what's up? These giants are weak. Far too weak. Down. I don't know how big this place is. Looks like it's just a pretty straightforward W key and turn now. like a little bit of side area for chests and stuff. But the chests are mid as fuck. So I don't know, man. Okay, this is taking us deeper in, I think. What's going on the other way? Oh, hold on 1 second. Alright. I did what I had to do. Right, what's up here then? Is it a secondary pathway? Or a dead end with a bit of treasure in? I don't know yet. Maybe both? I think it might be both. I'm not too concerned about dropping down. The shields don't seem to weigh that much. So I'm fine in that regard. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. I didn't mean to drop down. Alright, well, I know what's going on there. These guys are weak and easy to kill compared to the real Weird Knight. The dog shit. Oh, chill. Oh, damn. Interesting. Because this looks like the right way. I'll be honest. I'm almost convinced it is. This is where we turn back, right? Yeah. I don't think I saw this. W level up. W level up. Hold on, let me press this button over here first. And then go this way. Right, these are going to be annoying. Let's resummon them so they don't have collision. I don't think I can jump that. And even if I could, I definitely can't jump that. But it's nice to see the alternative pathway to come down this way. I'm just blind and didn't see it. But it doesn't matter since we've done everything here now. I mean, this does mean we could reload to the Stagfather bit and come get the crown and then ignore it until they update it. Or we could just go with my head canon that we didn't kill the Stagfather, we purified it, and then convinced them. Right? We'll go with that instead. I feel like we just do that. Because either they don't update it, in which case then it doesn't even matter, and if they do, it still doesn't matter, right? Find the soul.
I am his burden, the man beneath the myth.
Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the face that time forgot, the name that was never enough.
Arthur's memory.
First, you used these people to win yourself a kingdom, and now you herded them here under threat of being stomped to death by giants if they leave or disobey. After all that they've gone through, all that they've done, all that they've suffered, this is how you intend to repay them.
No kingdom will stand with people like them within its borders. They would have to change their ways. The Del Rita are not ready for this. You know this.
You did worse than all of them combined, and you are the one responsible for all they've done so far. They fought for your name and under your banners. Does this mean you're not fit to be a king? Not ready to have a kingdom?
I left the heritage of Pendragon behind me. I severed the ties between myself and my tribe. I lost all that tied me to the past when I became king. I set a new path for myself. They are not ready to do that.
Bullshit! You forced them to go against their sacred traditions. You destroyed their identities. They betrayed their comrades because you ordered them to. They kidnapped the children of the giants because you told them to do it. Everything they did was so that you could win this war. And now what? You're going to punish them for being your best, fiercest soldiers, most loyal of your men?
This is not...
So stop with your excuses already. You broke them, and now you're abandoning them to starve or freeze to death in these damned lands.
This kingdom needs to be built on peace, Caradoc. Letting them live among merchants, lords, and ladies in Camelot or Timberwall. How would that go?
Exactly as anyone would expect it to go.
So we would end up with a civil war. Right after we won the war that almost annihilated us all.
Oh, damn you. I've had enough. I stood by you through everything. Even what you did to me. To Seawall. I let it all slide. I told myself it was for something. For a noble cause. But this is where I draw the line. I renounce my oaths, and I'm walking away. Put a blade in my back if that helps you sleep. I don't care. Not anymore.
I didn't see him offer an alternative solution. He really didn't. I want up. I want to get on top. I want the real Excalibur. Give me it. Okay. Oh well. Oh, I can. Okay, what have we got? Talia. That's just the best one there, I'm afraid. Next, if we get 2 more points, we grab this and this. Actually, what's the basic power for this? I really want to know. Oh. Kinda whatever, to be honest.
Now I remember it all. I left the best of my people here. I betrayed their loyalty. And for what? Everything. This land, it had a glorious past, but it has no future. There is no way to save it.
Sorry about 1 second. Anyway, this time I'm not gonna miss the silent dialogue.
Now I left the
And for what?
everything.
This in rear end, everything I struggled to build is
This
corrupted.
land
It had a
had a glorious past, but it has no future. There is no way to save it.
You were really unfair to the Dalrita.
I know. I see it now. And it was my decision that cost them the ability to grow and change. I may have been right about the diagnosis. Now I see I could have been wrong about the cure. The tribes helped us win the war. They were fearless and followed every order. They were the most loyal of all. But I left them broken. And after the war, their bloodlust was insatiable. I had to do something. This felt like the only choice.
What was that about the giant children?
The giants sided with our enemy. We had to find a way to remove them from the equation. So, under cover of night, the tribes stole their children. I told the giants their offspring were our hostages, and that we would slaughter them if they refused to bend the knee. One of the most humiliating moments of that whole war, both for me and for the Dalrita.
I didn't expect Caradoc to care about something.
Caradoc had the clearest eyes of any of us. He saw things for what they were. And I think I destroyed that. Destroyed him with all I did. I turned him into this. And now he's only a shadow of the man I once knew. He used to carry hope. Now all he carries is vengeance.
What was that about the Pendragons?
I come from the Pendragon bloodline. A heritage drenched in as much blood as that of the Dalrita. A heritage that pillaged and fought in the homelands for longer than anyone can remember. And unable to build anything that withstood the test of time. I decided to leave it behind me when we won the war against the Four-Dwellers and built our kingdom on Avalon on stronger foundations. Now we've seen that my bloodline must have been cursed. There's nothing left. Nothing worth saving. Nothing worth rebuilding. I gave everything I had to this land. My blood, my soul, my name. And the land devoured it all. I betrayed the ones who believed in me. I cut down the men who fought for me. I turned away from my own blood to build something better. And all I built was another ruin. I thought I was forging a future. I was just extending the fall.
Silver Crown, what do we do about the giants?
Do what you want. There's nothing about this land that I recognize anymore. All I've ever done got turned into dust, corrupted against my intentions, destroyed. Why bother?
Claim the crown that once bent giants to the king's will. Alright.
Once and future king, you return. Speak your will through the mortal you now inhabit. Is it time for us to awaken?
Yes, I order you to bring order to the Fallen Swords. You must suppress the Darvita's thirst for war. Order you to march on Camelot or lead the Darviata tribes. Shit. I'm gonna do this one. Yes, I order you to bring order to the Fallen Swords. You must suppress the Darvita's thirst for war.
The Darvita were our eyes through long centuries of subjugation. We honor their fierce and burning spirits, but we know their rule would be merciless and drenched in blood. The giants know that bloodshed must be halted. Your will shall be done.
Yeah, I think this is the one I want to do, to be honest. Decide what will become of the Fallen Swords and those who remain. This isn't a real entity. Penis. No penis. Didn't you all want to see gigantic, you know? Yippee. Who said that? Alright, let's get out of here. I think with this, we have done all the quests here. We can just, you know, do whatever we want. Actually, I'm not going to summon them, because I'm going to make a knight and kill the weird knight. Okay, I think now it's the moose. Here we go.
We are ready to begin the moot. We were only waiting for your return, once and future king. You were strong enough to walk the king's thread, and you conquered it. What is your will, my king? What decision have you made regarding the giants?
The giants will awaken to stop your rebellion. We cannot afford war while the weirdness remains such a great threat.
So, our war plans were nipped in the bud. Once again our king rises, and once again he takes a stand against the most loyal of his people. If it wasn't clear before, it is now how little the tribes mean to you, how little they always meant. We will remember that all we can ever expect from you, our king, is betrayal.
Oh. Oh. You know what? They were kind of cooking. They're kind of low-key right. You know what? March on Camelot, fuck it. If all it does is cause problems, just get rid of it. You know what? Fuck it, I don't care. I don't care. Just get out of here. Let's get through this. Alright. I order you to march on Camelot. You will lead the Dalrita tribes.
Through their eyes, we have watched your kingdom fall into corruption. Camelot will fall. Your will shall be done.
Alright, now let's go see. No. Time to leave and speak to the Dalrita tribes. And down we go. I think I might make another manual right here. We'll call it War on Camelot. Of 29 more manuals.
We are ready to begin. What is your will?
The Giants will support your war. They will lead the Dalrita tribes against Camelot.
Glory be to you, once and future king. Fame and honor to you for all time. Thanks to you, Camelot will fall, and with it, the dead laws and the suppression of the Dalrita tribes. Thank you, my king, for your intervention. I, the voice of the Dalrita tribes, accept your decision with humility and gratitude.
So we are preparing for a war. It's not the solution I would have supported had the moot taken place under normal circumstances. But seeing the state we are in, I don't have much choice. Besides, it would be a shame to waste such an opportunity. The Ilford tribe would never forgive me if I held the Dalrita back from open war with Camelot, especially with giants at our side. Oh, you changed your tune fast, didn't you? Egil's far too young to go to war, but I know he wants to go. At least the giants will take the first blows. This war will bring my tribe back together. I would prefer the bloodless path, but I'll take any path that leads to unity. I still believe we'll see days of peace one way or another. Damn, you changed your tune fast.
The giants are marching on Camelot, and I suppose I should be glad, right? But I'm not. Not at all. How am I supposed to know they won't turn on us one day? The Stagfather was supposed to be our protector too, and he wiped out nearly my entire tribe. I'll never trust the giants. Not a chance. I wonder if the other members of my tribe share my fears about the giants. maybe it won't be so bad. Glirna's going to be stunned when she sees a walking giant. I want to be there to see her face. I hope once Camelot falls, the giants decide to stay there. I'd rather come home knowing they're far away. I'll gather my people and we'll go to Camelot, sure. But we'll be watching the rear, just in case. I hope once Camelot falls.
Okay. What about you?
So be it.
War. You march on Camelot and the giants should clear the
My
path for
plans
us.
to rebuild the tribe must wait. But perhaps the Thoid scattered across the land will join our march. I only hope that many of us return home safely. Without Thoid blood, rebuilding a tribe as strong as we once were will be no easy task. I believe Camelot will fall with little bloodshed. Once they see the giants at their gates, they'll know better than to resist. It's incredible that you managed to awaken the giants. With their aid, this war will end swiftly. It's incredible. I did not wish for war, but now that it has come, I'll do all I can to help Delrida win. I did not wish for war. I believe.
Okay.
The king's decision pleases me greatly. My tribe will once again have the chance to prove itself in battle. Nothing stirs a Volkir's soul more than the chaos of true war. There, we shall be at our strongest. I only hope Camelot's armies have the courage to meet us in the field, instead of cowering behind our city walls and forcing us into some tedious siege. When the time comes, my tribe will be ready for war. When Camelot falls, all of Avalon will live by Dalrita code, and that will be a world worth living in. When the time comes,
Okay. So, war on Camelot. Now let's see how they react to this one. Not war. I'm not gonna tell the giants to go back to sleep. We made a promise to let them wake up. So we'll quickly skip through this.
We are ready. So, once again, if we...
King Arthur has unleashed the giants against us. I knew it would end this way. I tried never believed Arthur left us as crowns of silent respect for the bravery of the Darvita. We were certain got it as a warning, that one day when we dared to raise our heads and seek independence, we'd awaken and to force us back into submission. And look now, we were right. No one believed us, but we were right. Cursed tyrant. May the weirdness swallow Arthur and all of Camelot. I can imagine no greater betrayal. Maybe the other Darvita are right, and the giants will leave us be. I hope so. The Ulfa tribe will endure the giant's presence. Maybe weary of them, but we have no other choice. Maybe had no hand in the king's decisions. I pity you for carrying that parasite inside you. Okay, damn. So he doesn't like war, and he doesn't like having not war. It's crazy.
First the Stagfather, now the giants. Honestly, if not for my stubborn fine instinct to survive, I might have considered leaving this world earlier than fate intended. I don't know what we'll decide at the moot about the future of the Delrida, but I doubt anyone's still seriously talking about marching on Camelot. Shame we ended up living where the giants are. Things would be simpler without them. Maybe it won't be so bad. We've lived in the giant's shadow for generations, and it never bothered us before. What's the difference if they're awake or asleep? The Svine already had their god. Now they've got giants. Hard to say which is worse. Feels strange living under someone's gaze all the time. Especially when they're that big. Feels the swine.
Okay, your turn.
The giants have awakened, and in doing so, fulfilled the hopes of those who saw them as guardians. That does not apply to the Thoid Mother, of course. She entered the Sonder, passing into another place and taking my tribe with her. Still, I am at peace with your decision. With their strength, we will be safe on our lands. War no longer threatens us. I will have the time and space to shape a new Thoid tribe. Now that the giants walk among us, we can finally know peace. We no longer need to worship the giants. Now that they are with us, I believe they will do us no harm. Now that the giants... I'm not afraid of Camelot abusing the giants' strength. They've always been kind to us.
Is the kindness in the room with us? Have you forgotten what happened to the Gunbalder Truck Village? Like what?
We no longer need to worship. Now that the giants walk among... We no longer...
Okay, what about you?
I never believed the Ulfer when they said King Arthur's crown was a trap laid for us. Now I understand what they meant. With that one decision, we've become hostages in our own land. I didn't think things could get worse. Yet, here we are. Perhaps, in time, I'll grow used to living beside walking giants. But it won't happen quickly. I wonder if the giants will ever let us leave the Forlorn Swords. I always wanted to see the world beyond these mountains. Perhaps... I wonder if the perhaps...
I don't get it, because there was nothing in the order about suppressing them, keeping them trapped in the Fallen Swords. It was just, don't let them go to war. He doesn't like it no matter which one you pick. She doesn't mind war, but likes peace. Doesn't like it. And skeptical and doesn't like it. Just funny, I guess. Rename this peace, overwrite, and boom. So there we have it, both options. I kinda wanna see what the reaction is if there are no giants. If I tell them to go to sleep. I don't know if I wanna like it. I don't know if I want to. She did make a promise. But then, I guess that's just a matter of life force and cruel choices. But that's what I'd say. It's time for you to rest, you may sleep forevermore.
We have waited for this moment for ages. We shall return to the home of our ancestors. We are grateful for this decision. Your will...
Okay, I'm gonna go to the entrance and see what they say about that. Alright, here we go. I made manual save. Giants are asleep. That's what they say.
We are ready to begin the move. You were strong. What is...
The giants are gone forever. Their power is too great to be passed on to anyone.
I understand your decision, though I struggle to accept it. We had the chance to end the war once and for all, and instead we are left with a fragile peace. I only hope that the threat of the weirdness is real enough that Camelot will turn its strength towards protecting the people, and not, once again, to march on our lands. Thank you, my king, for your intervention. I, the voice of the Dalrida tribes, Accept your decision with humility and gratitude.
I know not everyone will be pleased about losing the Giants, but I believe it was the best decision we could have made. The Dalrita spent too long carrying their children before their greatness, and have grown weary of giants sitting on the throne. Now we can finally be free. I wonder how the Forlorn Souls will change that the threat of the giants has passed. Now the Dalrita will either return to Mother's care or finally learn to take responsibility for their own lives without leaning on higher powers. After what Freakver put us through, I could never trust the giants again. It's better they're gone. I wonder how... Okay.
The king sent the power of the giants back to the afterlife. I won't lie, I would have liked to see them in action. Well, if we do decide to go to war, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
That's bullshit. You're the one who crying that you don't trust them.
Our own arms. Though I doubt our tribes will march on Camelot without the giants' support. There are simply too few of us to mount a proper siege. With or without the giants, the Dalrita will stand united. More so than we have in a long time. With or without the giants, the Dalrita... With or... If the giants had marched on Camelot, it would have been a sight worth seeing.
So the giants have returned to their sleep. They have gone to the place where they shall meet the mother and my tribe. It is a wise decision. No one should hold such power. Had I stood in your place, I might have chosen the same. And we, the Dalrita, shall endure without their strength. Of that, I have no doubt. It is good that the king did not command an attack on Camelot. Too much blood would have been spilled. I believe peace will come to the Forlorn Swords now. I was never one to call for war. It is good. Thank you for everything you have done for us. We have a chance for a new beginning.
We could have defeated Camelot once and for all. And now, that chance is gone. I should have known this was the decision the king would make. After all, why would he support our tribes? We should at least be thankful he did not side with Camelot. That would have been the end of Dalrita. If I were King Arthur, I'd have stood by my own. No question. Maybe it's for the best that we stand alone. Now we have a chance to rebuild as one Dalrita. No longer divided by the old gods we once followed. Maybe it's for the best that we stand alone. Now, maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the... If I were King...
Okay. So, they seem to have the best reaction to this. Which kinda sucks, because... One, this means I break my promise to let them wake up. And two, I kinda wish we could tell the giants to do as they please. You know? They've been forced to sleep by King Arthur for so long. And he made a promise to let them wake up. And then I only have three choices. Go to war, supposedly suppress the Dalrita tribes, or go back to sleep. And it implies here I didn't just tell them to go to sleep, but I told them to die. But it seems like. Or maybe not. Maybe they just went back into the dreaming. But, you know, I guess life just keeps forcing cruel choices. You know, it is what it is. In any case, I think we lock in this one. So we have Stonewardens Hearth to do. We need to go into the Reaver Sanctum, the Room of Matter, open this tomb over here, check down here, and then explore up here. Yeah. So let's make our way to the Reaver Sanctum. Let's try and get the Weird Knight to pop up first. There he is. Oh wow. We're cooking him. Oh wow. Oh wow, he's so easy to kill now. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway. Into the Reaver Sanctum we go. Well, that was not part of the plan. No matter. Alright, let's see what's down here then. We have done a major quest for this area, so not too worried. Kinda just want to see what the area has to offer now, in terms of where we haven't been. I don't know how much more is left. I mean, look at the quest journal. We do have a Stonewarden questline still, and we also have a side quest that was booked.
Hold, little prince. The fall, it is already here. Step further and see for yourself.
Okay, maybe I will. Maybe I will.
And so you have arrived. I look at you and I feel what you humans call resentment and bitterness.
What happened?
Lies and lost purpose. That is what happened. The Pale Lady managed to create places full of accumulated weirdness. I thought that those were gifts from her, for all those centuries we spent together. A vote of thanks for creating you. But no. After our second meeting, I grasped from the very beginning I was used. All my attempts to weave a new Foredweller, how utterly meaningless it all was.
Where are we?
A place that was once my workshop. I spent decades here unraveling the secrets of threads of the weirdness. Eventually, I learned enough about the structure of pure potential to weave life itself. Before that, my kin emerged from the depths of Tuathan, born out of the chaos. We couldn't control that. You, my prince, were my greatest pride. The most beautiful creation I ever wove.
Do you bear a grudge towards me?
Yes, it consumes me entirely. I feel like I want you to die. I regret creating you. I regret that you lived and still live. I regret that your death, Prince, was not final. Regret. Regret, regret. So much regret.
I'm not responsible for your fate.
If you had never come to be, or if the Pale Lady had not desired to have you, none of this would have come to pass.
And yet it is still
She
not
looked at
my
the
fault.
humans and wished to be like them. She wanted to be a mother. You too. Everything that has happened over the last 6 centuries, it is all because of you. It has to end.
You have the tools to change something, and yet you did nothing.
Me?
I never wished to be part of something so vast. All I ever wanted was to weave, to gaze into the weirdness and try to understand it. I dedicated my entire existence to that pursuit. But one day, the Pale Lady came to me and asked for you. She set into motion a cycle of events that ended in tragedy. My kind were exiled to Tuathan. Your kind were bound to the myth of one man, the once and future King Arthur. This ends here and now. I'm deeply sorry it has come to this.
Okay. Good night, little bell. Up again? Okay. Again? A 4-dweller life spindle. Interesting. I want to see what it looks like. Oops. Oh, I can't. I have to set and toggled. No matter. You'll almost assuredly collect it, so. Goodbye. Goodbye indeed. Oh. I think that'd save me time anyway, so. This is fine. This is fine. So now where? I think we want to go up here to open this tomb door. Yes, I do. Wrong one. This one. Let's go open the tomb door and go in here. We can take that off, to be honest. Doesn't need to be there. Got plenty of carry weight. We're good on that front. Alright, let's head in. Hi, night, little bro. Okay, so we have a pathway this way, and a pathway the other way. Okay, that's nothing. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, let's see what's in here first. Could this potentially be the right way? I don't know. I really don't know. Doesn't really matter either, I suppose. There's only so much dungeon here. We'll eventually see it all. Oh, almost missed it. Could drop down. Don't particularly want to though. I think we are getting very close to the end of the game at this point. Very close to it. There's only a little bit more left to go. I will not be picking that up. That's £100 of weight and doesn't sell for much. Sell for much at all. Say vast. Can't read this. No, it looks like I should be able to.
You kept us waiting. Your tombs gathered quite a lot of cobwebs and spiders. Best tidy up a little.
Before you set them for eternity. You were waiting for me?
Ah, of course. Of all the forgotten knights who never came, you stand closest to the king. When you finally join us, you'll tell us what it was like to hear his voice, to share so many battles by his side. I won't deny my envy, but in death, you'll be our equal. And then we'll speak as comrades.
I'm not planning. You assume that I will fail and die.
I've no need.
Swish game. Everyone dies
Yes,
sooner or later.
You're right. I suppose I had already decided your mission, whatever it may be, was bound to fail. Perhaps I was mistaken. Forgive me.
What are you doing here?
I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, so not much, really. I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, so...
Bit of an unwise question given him a ghost, don't you think?
Unless, of course, you're pointing out that I'm not in my own grave. In which case, fair enough. But what can I say? I do enjoy the occasional posthumous strolls.
How did you die?
I came to this tomb of my own accord, as did many of us. I knew our time was drawing to a close. The gates opened, and so I entered. I had a few words with Govanon and then headed to the crypt prepared for me. With my own gravestone on my back, I treated it as my penance.
Penance? For what?
Sometimes, when men want something badly enough, they're capable of truly awful things. I killed 5 knights. Each one stood higher than me in the race for a seat at the round table. 4 I cut down during a tournament. The last I drowned in a river. He was drunk as a skunk, didn't even comprehend what was happening. Quite the burden to repent for, wouldn't you say?
What do you think about Govanon?
Fine, lad. If someone's to watch over my corpse, I'm glad it's him. I imagine long ago he had more to do. It's been a while since anyone new passed through.
Sir Vast, the king and I want your service. Will you join us?
I see. You pity the wretch who never reached his dreams. How noble of you. Truly. But I propose something fairer. Let's test it. Your cause, my worth. If I lose with dignity, I am all yours. If you still consider me a good candidate for service, but if you fall, then you'll lie in the tomb that's been waiting for you since before you drew your first breath. So, what do you say?
I accept.
Splendid. Let's begin. Lost. Oh, how I missed that ride. rush. As I promised, I'll serve the two of you. I shall be ready to fight at your side whenever you should call upon me. Thank you.
Alright. Hell yeah. Done and done. Done and done and done. The only question is, what was at the bottom of that lift? I don't know why there's an apple down here, but it's mine now. Get out of here. What was that? There's something gold right there. Avalon's chisel. A very old chisel belonging to Avalon. When marked by time, its edge remains sharp. Interesting. Oh, I see. What did we do for chisel? Apparently we missed an NPC somewhere in the beginning of this dungeon. I don't know how, but I didn't see one at all, really. It must be up here somewhere, right? Oh, I know where it is. It's probably in that other path we didn't take, right? It must be through here. Almost didn't see it. Not that I had anything important in anyway. Yep, there he is. It's been saving for a while. That's concerning. Very concerning. How long's it been trying to save for? Alright, we are back. I did everything we missed again. Well, not missed. What I had to do, you know? Yo, I got your chisel.
It is you. I wasn't expecting such a grandiose visit, my king. And I see that you were brought here by some lass. That's kind of you, stranger. But you'll have to pardon the mess. These halls ain't fit to welcome a king, nor the one who bears him within.
Hey yo, chill. Who are you?
Ah, right. Sometimes I forget that not everything's as clear as it once was. Truth be told, I tend to lose sight of a few important things myself. But to the point, my name is Gavonin. I'm a craftsman, a blacksmith, and the keeper of this place. The pleasure is mine, kind lass. And your grace, of course.
What is this place?
This, kind lass, is the tomb of the knight who never came. There was once a grim legend that claimed this tomb was built out of fear. Fear of an ancient curse Morgana cast upon Arthur. She foretold that all the great knights who were denied the king's favour and honours would rise at the end of days as an army of the dead. They would march on Camelot, seize the capital, shatter the Round Table to dust, defile the royal relics, and from the ruins, forge a kingdom of their own. But those are just stories from the old days.
How do you know that I carry the king?
This tomb opens only for two kinds of brave souls. Knights who were never granted a seat at the Round Table, and the king himself. I've been sitting here long enough to know what kind of knight visits the tomb. And your visit is unlike any other.
Can you leave this place?
No, I would cease to be. I'm bound here by an oath I made to his grace. The one who now dwells within you, but is perfectly fine. It is my home, and so it shall remain for all time.
You mentioned that you're a craftsman, blacksmith, and a keeper of this place. What's that mean?
Anyone who finds their way here usually comes seeking eternal rest, and rest like that calls for a proper gravestone. I carve each one with my own chisel. They also bring battle-scarred equipment. My hammer mends what needs mending, so it will serve them well in the land of the dead. And the dead? Well, they need a keeper. Someone to watch over them when unrest stirs. Believe me, those who chase glory in life don't always lie in peace.
So what about all those undead I had to kill? But why aren't you doing your job? Do you need any help with your work? And what about those who do not rest in peace?
If we do not speak of them, then we won't stir their slumber.
Again, what about all the undead I had to kill?
Best not to call their names.
Do you need any help with your work?
Really kind of you, lass. But no. Or, well, maybe there is something. You see, I once made a habit of carving gravestones in advance, so that any knight arriving here could choose the one beneath which they'd rest for eternity. Unfortunately, I've misplaced my chisel. It slipped and fell all the way into the depths. Clang, clang, clang. If you could find it, I would be most grateful.
So you're saying that nobody's visited the tomb in all these years?
Aye. Fewer nights these days, and even less knighthood to speak of. No wonder there's so few of them come. Such are the times we live in.
I met the ghost of Sir Vast. He said that one empty grave is for me.
Ah, Sir Vast still lingers then. I'm not surprised. Some knights wear death like a cloak, and even the grave forgets to close behind them. As for the empty grave, every soul that walks this tomb finds their name carved somewhere. It doesn't mean the end is near, only that the place remembers who you are, even if you forget. When the body finally rests in the grave, the epitaph completes itself. Hope you find...
What are you selling? That's pretty good. That was some pretty good stuff right there. Alright, you can take my trash. We'll keep that. Obviously keep that. We'll keep one of these. For collection value. I have no interest in collecting that kind of trash. And there's no way in hell I'm selling King Arthur stuff. It has great collection value. Save, please. I'm wary because the last time I failed.
Welcome, your
I found your chisel.
You did? I was starting to fear that one day I'd have to descend to the lower levels myself. I try not to go that deep. Makes me drowsy. Sometimes I feel like lying down in one of the empty tombs myself. Ha! Thank you. It is a great honor to receive aid from the king and his companion. Here, take this. I hope you both will find it useful.
Ashen Veil stuff. Is it magic stuff? It is. I'm not gonna use it, but I'll definitely collect it. And we are now done in this tomb. It's time to leave.
must be hard. To be denied what you believed was your destiny. To spend your life chasing the unattainable, only to die unfulfilled. It's no wonder they can't find peace.
There was a grave ready for me in the tomb of a knight who never came.
There's a grave ready for all of us somewhere. Though, maybe not all of us get to see it before it's our time. Did it frighten you? Such a stark reminder of your mortality.
Yes, I don't want to die.
No one truly does. Fear of death is woven into us, as surely as breath. But it's not death itself we fear. It's what we leave unfinished.
No, I don't care about that. I just want to live forever.
How it torments those meant to be at peace. Live without regrets, and you'll have nothing to fear when your time comes. Keep going. Avalon has more to show you.
Does it now? Does it now? Okay, so there's... I think we go to here next. And actually, we should finish up a Stonewarden quest, to be honest. And then continue with the exploration. Now that we've reached this point. Heal up. Yep, get back. In we go. In we go. We finish up the Stonewarden Questline, and then we can well and truly be done with this place. Or Ice Reavers remaining, if you say so. This is where we came in. Yeah, okay. None of that. It looks like the game lagged. It's more than 4. Cough syrup. Huh. How strange. Didn't see this. Good thing we had that other angle to show us the way. Alright, let's go take care of these last 2 weavers. Perfect. Not a real entity, it seems. Alright, well, one of the bodies. Oh no, there is. Let's go return to Avalon then. Take that. I'll be on my way. Let's get out of here. Down, chill. Be pushing me around. Did not get more points. What do you think about Sir Vast?
Meeting him made me reflect on one thing. How many great knights were swallowed by their ambition to sit at the round table. Somewhere along the way, things must have gone terribly wrong. If men could kill one another for something that was meant to be an honor, I pity the lost knights of this world. I'm glad this one will have a chance to fight at his king's side and serve me, as he always wished to.
If you say so. If you say so. Nah, I will not set a bonfire. You do not need to set a bonfire. Okay. Fine. Just stay like that forever then. Ay, ay, ay.
So tell me.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Banana, banana, banana. No, I don't trust it.
Well met.
The doors are open, the Forgeborn is safe.
So we felt. I truly didn't believe you'd manage it. But from the beginning, I sensed something in you. Something different, perhaps. Not entirely natural. In any case, remarkable work. Accept this gift in thanks for what you've done.
You promised him what the Forgeborn is.
Ah, yes. I did, didn't I? A word given is a word bound. The Forgeborn is one of the Brotherhood's greatest achievements, and one of its darkest sins. Generations ago, a master named Orhan grew convinced the other brothers sought to steal his smithing secrets. In the frenzy of paranoia, he sang a guardian into being, then another, each more volatile than the last, until his creation slipped beyond his control.
Fortune went mad.
He did. Though they say he showed no signs until it was far too late. Our Forgeborn is one of his final works, and one of the most powerful. It's a miracle we managed to claim it, to bend its fire to our service without letting it slip into blood rage. Now you understand why its existence must remain secret. Were they offered to learn what fuels our forge, it would be the end of the Brotherhood, with or without Thrigva to lead the charge.
So do you have anything else for me?
Maybe. But first, we talk. And I expect you to speak plainly. Lie to me, and you can forget I ever saw you as anything close to an equal. Let alone someone honorable enough to join the Stonewarden Brotherhood without Dalrita blood. You understand? Good. I heard what you did in Kunakt, with their Minhir, fading fast until you passed by. That wasn't a coincidence. And I'll admit, the last task, the collapsed entrance and the Forgeborn, that was a test. I needed proof for a theory of mine. Now tell me, you're not alone, are you? You carry a power only the Four Dwellers ever had.
It's true, but the reason is mine to keep.
No need to explain. I already have my suspicions. There's more to you. Or someone inside you. Someone important. Someone with the power to bend Avalon's fate. If I were you, I'd keep that particular companion well hidden among the Dalrita. We have our own legends about King Arthur. Like it or not, we owe him for bringing us to Avalon and granting us these lands.
What do the legends say?
That our king will return, awaken our giants, and command the weirdness to serve him. And watching how you handle places thick with the cursed mist, I'd wager the king's return is near. But the truth is, you're handling the weirdness faster and better than anyone I've ever seen. And there's got to be a reason for that. So if I'm right, and I may very well be, then I have a task truly fit after King Arthur himself. And that's no figure of speech. It's in a place only a returning king could ever reach.
Tell me what it is, and I'll judge if I can handle it.
It's about our lost tribe. Not Gunvalder, who was slaughtered to the last, but Orgrata, who truly vanished. Many of our Stonewarden kin were among them, including our former commander, Hovar. Honor demands we find them and lay them to rest properly.
What's so complicated about it?
The trouble is, not a single body has ever been found. Despite all our searching, the finest fine hunters overturned every stone and came back with nothing. The trail leads to the gate of the Ford Dwellers in an abandoned village. We sang to the stones, trying to open it, but the gate wouldn't budge. Once it glowed blue, but that was all. That tells me something far more powerful than any Dalrita blacksmith or miner is guarding it from within.
What could be lurking beyond the gate?
I don't know, but I expect you'll find the Ogirata there. One way or another. Mother only knows what might have happened behind this weirdness gate for it to be so fortified. With power that strong, complete this task and you'll be worthy of joining the Stonewarden Brotherhood. If you achieve this, miracle, believe me, whether or not you're Dalrita will no longer matter. Ask your inner friend for help if you're scared. May Mother's strength guide your hand in battle. Until next time.
What's this you gave me? Weird stone trinket, what is it? I think it's just a quest item. Yeah, I don't see anything. Let's go investigate this village. No. Oh. I see. Well. Doesn't this work out a little bit perfectly then? Since this is one of our places we had to look at anyway. Undead, huh? Oh. Didn't see you there. Man. Sure are a lot of enemies here. And yet they're all trash. Oh, you guys can do it, I'm sure of yous. I'm gonna look around a little bit. Nothing here. Taking too long. Taking far too long. Move, for fuck's sake. So we have down here, which I assume is there. And then up here, which I want to look at. A very strange place. It's completely wiped out, huh? This leads down to that basement, right? You know what? Let's see what's in here. Oh no, this isn't the one. This isn't far down enough. This is the cave that Frigg is in. You want the other one. It's just a little bit further down. Find out what's in there. Alright, here we go. I don't know what happened to my summons. Maybe they died of fall damage. I don't know. Cobble. Another human walking towards death. Your blood reeks of fear and mortality. What brought you here? The lies of religion, the weakness of despair. You're looking for the sanctum like all the rest. As if it could save you from what waits beyond. Who are you? I am Cobble, Knight of the Endless Abyss. The sanctum? Nothing but a brief stop before annihilation. How do you know my purpose? Your soul is tainted. I can see death going inside you. You want to break free from your pathetic existence, I can destroy you. Your life is meaningless, but your death could have purpose. Merely speak your desire. You wish to test me in combat? Indeed, the void consumes even the brightest soul eventually. If I should prevail, then my vigil in this frozen realm would conclude at last. I will face you. Good. Blood will open the gate to nothingness. Kill the 3 knights of the void, Trinity. Well. That's the Red Death. He has the Red Death. And we have another set worthy of collection. Indeed we do. We join the Stonewardens. We presume to get access to the Stonewardens vault. That's presumably the end of the questline, potentially, maybe, question mark. And then with that, we are free to explore whatever the hell we want. Oh, chill. Here we go. Chill. Easy does it. There we go, we're up. Got a few places we need to go. And then it's just a matter of looking around for new places. We're close to level 74. We might reach 75 by the end of the game. I don't know. I think we will, but we might not. So, just to say. Who is to say indeed? What's the point of this? There's nothing up here. Why would they put this in the game? There's nothing up here either. Oh well. What about over here? Is there anything over here? There's nothing over here. I guess we will go up first and see what's down. Nothing. I can jump over to there, but no reason to do so. Absolutely none. So we shall go down. See what's down here. Alright, I'll take it. You convinced me. Oof. My summon TP'd in front of me. I was like, what the fuck was that? Alright. Only one path left to us now. And that is down this way. Anything over there? Nope. Nothing down there either. A few question marks here. And an NPC. Oh, you're here. What are you doing here?
Oh, so there are people here. For you! I was starting to worry I'd gotten lost. Yeah, this is quite a peculiar place to live, isn't it? Very empty. Very still.
You mean very dead?
Do I? Not sure. It's the stillness, you see. Like something has snatched all the humans away. Left the houses behind, as if they've never been lived in at all. It does bring back memories, although they're rather hazy. Frenzied even. Oh, ignore me. It's probably nothing. Oh, and it's bloody cold. Why would anyone choose to live here? I mean, perfectly fine if you do. Each to their own and all that. It's just, I like my places cosy, warmer, less miserably desolate. You know the type.
Indeed I do. And what are you doing here?
Oh, me? I was supposed to meet a friend here. Not you. Although, I am very glad to see you. I met my other dear friend, Wynne. She made me a promise I'd visit her someday and, well, here I am. It's just, I couldn't exactly send word ahead. And it looks like she might be out?
Tell me more about your friend.
Gladly. Wynne's a merchant, just like me. She even promised to share some tips. Said our whole tribe's known for being excellent traders. Maybe that's what's happened. They've all gone off to trade somewhere. I've heard that merchants travel in flocks, sometimes. I only hope she's keeping herself safe this time. When I first met her, I actually saved her from a terrible fate.
What horrible fate did you save her from?
She mistook a kelpie for a horse. Can you believe it? I found her just moments before he would have dragged her underwater. Normally, I wouldn't step between a kelpie's teeth and his next meal. But we'd known each other quite well once, and he was rather mad at me. Luckily, he forgot all about Wynne. Lucky for her, I mean. Less lucky for me. But all's well that ends well, right? And I got a new friend out of it.
And you met her how long ago?
5 years? 10? I'm not very good with time. Or numbers, really. I think it's the numbers that are the problem. But you know how it goes. You mean to visit, and then something comes up, so you reschedule, and then you forget entirely. Keep thinking, there's something I was meant to do. And then poof, you wander into the very place you were supposed to be all along. So, anyway, I'm here now, and that's what counts, isn't it?
Okay, this place has been gone for at least 100 years.
Has it? Really? Dear me, how time flies.
Your friend's dead.
Oh. I may have severely underestimated how long I've spent in this realm. It hardly feels like a century at all. But that means... Oh no. Oh dear, tell me. Humans aren't known to live nearly 200 years, are they?
I know 1 or 2, but generally, no.
Well, I suppose that makes me a rather terrible friend, doesn't it?
I guess
So
so.
much time has passed, and this land is still such a mystery to me. There's so much I haven't seen, haven't learned. Could you do me a favour? Wynne once told me she lived in a house with painted doors. The only one like it in the whole settlement. Would you be so kind as to bring me something of hers? A keepsake? Something to remind me a bit more mindful next time.
Why can't you just go for yourself?
I tried, but the doors are so odd. Are all doors that odd? I barely touched the handle, and I felt I might fall asleep right there on the doorstep, and that seemed very impolite. I really thought I had doors figured out by now.
Alright, I'll try to find something of hers.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. I'll place it with the rest of my treasures, somewhere safe, where I won't accidentally sell it again. That's happened once, or twice.
Okay. That's a little bit fucked of you, but, you know. Each their own. That's the main quest, I presume. I do not want to go in there just yet. That's the way favourite in. I'm gonna look over here first. See if there's anything of interest to me. I sincerely doubt it, but I'm gonna check anyway. Yeah, this place is kinda, you know, run down. Doesn't open. Wynn's house. Well, that's awfully convenient, I suppose. The plan to capture a Kelpie has failed, but I think I've attracted something far more valuable. Of course, the loss of a Kelpie stings a little, but maybe I'll have another chance. In the meantime, I was saved by a fae who introduced itself as Oaken Cinnamon Sage. The silly creature tried to pretend it was human, but I saw right through it. It seems adamant in its ruse, but at the same time it doesn't come across as malicious. It's more naive. Fae hearts are hard to combat the Fallen Swords, but on the other hand, maybe I'll find another use for it. Oh wow. Maybe it was good that he didn't come here, to be honest. I really think it might have been for the best for him. Something in there. Oh. I've been tracking O'Quinn for a while now. Mostly it stumbles around the land pretending to be a merchant. It's kind of adorable. It also doesn't seem to know it would make a killing on all its little friends. It's a good thing I do. I think I might have a plan. Damn, this person's awful. This place is absolutely awful. This woman. I accidentally came across O'Quinn today. He seemed very happy to see me, which only proves my plan is flawless. I invited to my home, laying out the promise that I would help it become a proper merchant like my kin. I know it would have been easier and more honourable to just capture it, but I don't want to weaken it. I've begun preparations to keep it, but it would be far more beneficial if it came to me willingly. Easier to bind and much more powerful. Wanted to keep him as a slave or worse, keep a heart for herself. Any more journals? It is. Taming fetters. The house is prepared for Oakwin to arrive in 4 days. I painted the doors with iron-based paint. Thank Caleb for bestowing Warden among us. He was eager to help with the rest of the project. The cage is a nice touch. It should keep it subdued. Not entirely useless. But the shackles are truly a work of art. With the right combination of cold iron and sigils, the Fae won't just be docile, it'll be perfectly subservient. It will do anything I wish, and I do mean anything. Who knows, maybe I'll even have some fun with it. That's crazy. Now what's left is to wait. That is insane. Wanted to keep him as a sex slave. That's crazy. That is absolutely diabolical. Aye, aye. Dang. I want to be able to see, thank you. Alright. Anything else of interest around here? Nothing over here. Nothing over here. I'm good off that shrine. I don't think there's anything interesting down there. I kinda wanna see. I really doubt it. I doubt it a lot, in fact. I'm pretty sure I'm heading to nowhere. You know what? I am getting even more and more certain this is nowhere. So we'll just take a little roll back. Just a little one. Just a tiny bit of a rollback. Catch my meaning. One second. Go. There we go. Alright. There's one more place to look at up here. And I go up on this and then we can. Saves a little bit of time, not much. A little bit. Can't go into this building. It's a fake building. Alright, well with that, I suppose we'll head back over to the dude. Let him know the woman's plans. And continue more of our Stonewardens quest. You found anything interesting lately?
Oh, I have. Well, almost. I saw a 7-leaf clover. I wanted to pick it, but I got chased off by a bear. I also found a hazelnut with a pearl inside. Funnily enough, the pearl still tasted like a hazelnut.
You ate a pearl?
I ate something, that's for sure. My feet were tingling for an hour afterwards.
How are you liking the Forlorn Swords?
I don't know. It's a bizarre place. The people here are obsessed with weaponry, to the point where they get offended at my lack of interest and want to fight me about it. They also want to fight me for no reason at all. I was called a bloody Pict, a bloody Theod, and a bloody outsider. And I only know what the last one means. But on the other hand, I did manage to sell some of my wares, although the haggling here can go on for ages.
If you're a fae, how come you're such a terrible merchant? Don't your kind love making deals?
Well, first of all, while I appreciate your honesty, there are times when it's not needed to this extent. You try trading for things like a firstborn child or a song that nobody's heard in hundreds of years, and then suddenly find out everything's just worth gold. How am I supposed to know what the conversion rate is? I could still trade in the traditional way, but what would I even do with a child? And I do like songs, but just listening at the window of a tavern is much less of a hassle.
Have you got anything new? Not really. No. Alright, O'Quinn. Yeah, Wynn prepared a surprise for you.
Oh, a surprise! I love surprises. Oh, that's vile. Get those away from me. I'll have you know, this is not funny. It's needlessly cruel. Trust me, I know a thing or two about that. Those shackles are horrible. I'm getting hives from just looking at them. Where did you even get them?
Wynn wasn't your friend. She wanted to trap you.
Trap me? Why? I didn't do anything to her. And this time, I'm quite sure about it.
Yeah, you can read for yourself.
Well, that's disturbingly familiar. She would have made me feel right at home if I'd annoyed someone much more important and powerful. But that is precisely why I left in the first place. Humans were supposed to be different, better. That was the entire point.
There are good and bad humans.
You're one to talk. Do I really need to remind you that you decided to steal from me after I invited you into my home? I may have forgiven you for that, but don't think I've forgotten. It happened just yesterday. Or sometime close to that.
I thought it was just a bunch of trash. I've learned from my mistake. It's a part of being human.
It sounds excruciating, but as long as you do learn, well, obviously you do. You could have lied to me about Wynn, you know. It would have been a kind lie, but a lie all the same. And I think I prefer the truth, no matter how horrible it is. At least now, I know I shouldn't be too trusting. All right, I'll give your kind one last chance. And I wouldn't mind running into you in the strangest places again either. Here, take this, as a thanks for your honesty, and because you truly wanted me to stay.
Increases the incumbents limit by 100. That would be good if I still needed it. I never didn't already have something disgustingly powerful. I don't think there's anything I can sell to this guy. Oh. Alright, that's not considered a steal. Okay. Okay, I see you. Right, see you later. I already came here for something else entirely. And here we go. Frozen Realm.
I tried to scream, but my voice froze in my throat. It shattered when I coughed. The frost crept into my veins. Now even my blood rings like ice when I move. I tried. They said the Queen would come with gifts, but all she brought was stillness.
Okay. If you say so. Easy level up. Easy level up.
So cold. It's so cold. Oh, Veiled One, have mercy on us. I should not have doubted. I never should have doubted.
Who's the Veiled One? Who's the Veiled One?
The Queen of Winter. The Veiled One. Kailach. She watched over us, blessed us with so many gifts, but we were unworthy. We betrayed her and now we pay the price.
Ugh, do you know? And who are you?
I was once Shionach, priestess of Kailach, keeper of the herd. But now I am no one. I don't deserve my name. I was faithless. I ruined us all.
How did you ruin everyone?
The days grew colder, the night darker. We once lived in abundance with creatures to hunt and wares to sell. Not even swine dared tread where we roamed. Shielded by Kailach's blessing. Our goods were coveted all across the forlorn swords. But then the animals vanished, the wealth dried up, and my faith, it faltered. Now I see. I never should have doubted.
Keep off the herd?
The sacred herd, the weird deers of the Veiled One. They were mine to watch over, mine to protect, but they belonged to the goddess. They were never mine to give. I saw their blood staining the snow and understood the meaning of sacrilege. The gold coins felt heavy in my pocket, but my soul felt heavier still. The coins still burn in my pocket, even after all this time. The Veiled One watches, though we no longer deserve her gaze. The Veiled One, the herd is gone. The Veiled...
Okay. Do we want to go this way? Okay. That's the right way. What's over this way? Oh, it's the same pathway but longer. A more roundabout way, I guess. No, we're not going back up that way. Points available. I'll deal with you in a second.
I walked until my toes moved. Didn't feel a thing. The cold carved tunnels in my...
Okay, whatever. Carved tunnels in his man, couldn't find a way back, blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada.
Who dares to stand before the Queen of Winter? Let me have a look at you. Your soul is strong. Nothing like those mewling weaklings who dared to call themselves my chosen. Have you come to bow before me?
I bow before no one.
Impudent! You reek of sun, warmth, and drying leaves. Of a world that knows no winter. Don't mistake me for your pathetic all-mother. I am no merciful goddess. I demand respect.
Oh, I apologize profusely.
That's better. You may speak, but remember your place.
Yeah, I'm probably kill you. I'm here to find out what happened to this village.
Those weak fools assumed my favor was endless, that I would coddle them like the gods of Summerlands do. But a few years of harsh wind and biting frost was all it took for them to turn away from me. They forgot how to endure, how to live with hardship, like spoiled children. They were not worthy of calling themselves my chosen.
Cernak mentioned a herd.
I entrusted them with the herd for safekeeping, not to be slaughtered, not for meat, nor hide, nor bone. And yet, they failed even in that simple task. That pathetic wench who dared call herself my priestess sold them for a handful of coins. Ungrateful. Every lost one of them.
So you killed all your followers because they annoyed you?
They were chosen by the Queen of Winter. So I showed them Winter's wrath. I turned their faithless hearts to ice, froze the blood in their veins. Now they know true cold, the kind that blackens limbs and silences breath. They swallowed it, became ice. Only then did they understand that I had been merciful before.
But you're stuck here with them now, aren't you?
I am patient, like a frozen river is patient. I felt the land shift. I sensed the weirdness drawing near. I have always known I would be free. And now, my moment has come. Rejoice, mortal, for you shall become the new vessel of Kaliach. I will bring winter back to the land. All of Avalon will feel my wrath.
No thanks. Can't even loot her. Ay. I wonder if I can speak to that woman about it.
The snow was bright, so bright, it blinded my eyes, and now I see only white. The snow, I won't.
Okay. Probably not. That's anything to go by.
Oh, the coldest. The veil. The hurt.
Okay. No. Their dialogue does not update, but that is fine. That is fine. Let's get out of here. And we are done here. Which means the only thing left on this side of the map is Dream of Matter. Well, and also the vault or whatever it was. I can't remember where it was. Stonewardens vault right there, which we'll inevitably do as we are doing this questline. And while we're here, we can stash our collectibles, sell the trash, continue. Weapons. Perfect. 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 Let's go join the Stonewardens. And then I presume Go to the vault. More of that. And 1, 2. Boom, boom, boom. I must return to Darvana and report what happened.
You've returned. What news do you bring of Oriata?
You're right. Kayla had been trapped and tried to escape by taking over my body.
What? The legend was true. Incredible. Please accept my apologies, my lord. I never intended to put you in danger.
I believe he's speaking to me. Allow me to respond. So, you tried to dispose of my friend here. Is this the famed honor of the Del Rita?
My lord, I would never wish harm upon you or your vessel. I only sought to be certain it was truly you before sharing our Brotherhood's most guarded secret. Believe me, my lord, you won't be disappointed. This could be the very weapon you need upon your return. The Stonewarden Brotherhood has always remained loyal to you, as sworn by Ephraim the First, who had the honor of knowing you.
Ephraim. I remember him well. A loyal warrior, a wise man. I'm glad he founded the Stonewarden Brotherhood. Then, Darvan, grant us knowledge of this secret.
Of course, my lord. You need only walk the Jarl's path. At its end, you'll find the chamber where we guard our greatest weapon.
Then lead on. Let us walk the path.
Yes, my king. I shall await you at the entrance. When you're ready, I'll open the way.
Stonewarden Vault, I presume? I can only presume.
Welcome. Goodbye.
I can only presume. Alright. That is yawn. I have a gem I want to slot into my weapon. There's his bench. Yeah. Attach relic. Weapon. What do we have here? Spell power by 2%, experience by 5%. Well, I have something better. This effectively gives us 5% movement speed. And obviously we're going to keep the XP increase. So yeah. I don't believe I have anything better. Yeah. Nope. Alright, here's the new whatever. He's probably still by the meeting, just standing there forever. Oh well.
So tell me.
Yes, as I thought. Stonewarden Vault. Let's get this finished. Visit Martha's room. And then we'll call it for this episode. Oh no. Okay, that was close. Making my way down the hill, the mountain. hell out of here. Perfect. We made it down. Down, 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 down. Alright. Here he has to open the door for us.
You're here, my king. And you, friend of our brotherhood. Beyond these doors lies what you've been searching for. I trust you'll keep this secret to yourselves. Here, this is the song that'll grant you passage. I know the door will yield before you.
What should we expect inside?
A great power, thankfully tamed. A meeting with what made us who we are now. I can tell you no more. You must see it with your own eyes.
You're not coming with us?
I wouldn't dare. What waits within, I've already seen it long ago, and I know what it demands. But if a moment comes, one that calls for a choice, I trust you'll act in the spirit of the Stonewarden Brotherhood. No brother chooses alone. Well then.
Okay. New save. Joining the Stonewarden Brotherhood. Here we are. Something over there. And obviously that's the so-called right way over there. It's looking pretty cool. What's over here? So this was just a long, convoluted way of getting to that room. Oh no, there's something here. Nothing crazy, but I'll take it. What the hell is this? These expeditioners? Oh. Four dweller prisoners.
So, it is you. You finally come. Set us free. We only wanted to know you.
We cannot endure this any longer.
Grant us freedom. You are different from the others. We cannot endure this any longer.
So you're the secret behind the Stonewardens Brotherhood?
Yes. We were trying to communicate with you. Only the Dalrida answered our call. In return, we shared the secret of singing weird steel from stone with them. We were friends once.
Did the Dalrida imprison you?
Ephraim, known as the first, bound us with words of power.
Oh, he learned the
said,
dragon speak.
We will protect you,
Shout.
and your knowledge will be ours.
We thought that teaching you would grant us freedom. Freedom to return to our people.
But no. He bound us instead, calling it protection. And he demanded we repay the debt with our knowledge.
Have you been here since the beginning?
Almost. At first we settled nearby and built a workshop where we tried to communicate with you. We were binding your gods to grant us a voice, but we were interrupted and forced to flee to the mountains.
That's where we met Ephraim, the only one who didn't raise a fist against us. He wanted to speak with us.
What do you need?
We want to be free. Please, expand the space that confines us. Remove the chains that bind us. Only then can we leave this place.
How do I know you want to attack me if I release you?
We will make no more promises to humankind.
You will have to trust us, as we trusted you centuries ago.
You've been in prison long enough. I'll free you.
We will make no more promises to humankind. But are you sure those words are truly your own?
Expand the space, break our chains. The thing inside you holds the power to widen the source.
Well, before we do that, let's go speak to Darvana and see what he makes of the situation.
Well then, what do you make of it?
They're a danger and they should be dealt with.
I won't argue with you, but you should know, my biggest concern is keeping their invaluable knowledge with us. Without it, the Stonewardens would crumble, and with them, the art of stone singing. I don't need to tell you how important weird steel weaponry will be for the war that's coming.
Did you know that the four dwellers were in prison there?
Every brother of the Stonewardens knows. But don't misunderstand. We've wanted to release those poor souls for years. None of us, however, have mastered the weirdness well enough to break their chains. That's why I look to you, hoping you can right the wrongs left by our founder. I want their knowledge to stay with us, but for them to finally gain their freedom.
How did the four dwellers pass on their knowledge?
Through touch. Those who prove their worth to the Brotherhood are allowed into their chamber. There, they receive, well, you might call it a blessing. The knowledge transfers directly into the Brother's mind. Over time, they are granted the gift of slipping into the Stone Dream.
The four dwellers are behind the Stone Dream?
Why does that surprise you? For us, it's the height of enlightenment. The body turns to stone, but the mind journeys beyond, to the heart of pure potency, to the very essence of the weirdness, where the fallen four dwellers reside. That is the ultimate dream of every Stonewarden.
Madness. I think it's time to return our guests. Return to our guests.
I trust that with the King's advice, you'll make the right choice. I'll be here, waiting for your decision. Well then.
Okay. Wow. Is there a chest back there? They want me to find out. Wow. Well, I think I have made my decision. If you're right. The hell do I do? What? Maybe I just smack it? Aha. And I think this is the best moment to overwrite this one more time. And...
You've kept your word, so we shall keep ours.
Now I will fulfill my promise to you, sister. Go, and warn our kin of what humans are capable of.
I will go. You may join me. This mortal has proven worthy.
I cannot. My soul is tainted with hatred. I cannot return to the source. May my blood and that of the mortal cleanse me of my anger. Then we shall meet again.
Until we meet again, my brother. Thank you, mortal.
It is true. You are the first mortal in ages to prove worthy of our knowledge, and yet I must kill you in battle or fall trying. Only through this can I purify my soul and return to my kin.
That sounds like nonsense. Or dweller's knowledge. Alright, cool. Give that to him. And they should be able to keep up the weird singing or whatever they call it.
You're here. I heard there was a battle, but those liars must have sealed the entrance. Mother be my witness. I would have fought by your side.
One of them has departed, and we safeguarded the source of knowledge.
Praise Mother, and to you, great King Arthur, and to you, his trusted confidant. Thanks to you, the Brotherhood endures, and the heavy burden of our founder's sin has been lifted. I'll notify the brothers to focus all our efforts on forging weapons. There's no rush, but we will put the knowledge to good use. Thank you for intervening, my lord. And to you, my friend. It is an honor to welcome you to the Stonewarden Brotherhood.
There it is.
From now on, my home is your home. Should you ever need anything, you'll find me at the Stonewardens Hall.
They bestow one's respect and be honoured as one of their own. Yeah, we'll definitely reach level 75. 100% before we finish the game. I was getting a little bit concerned we wouldn't, but it's obvious that we will. We might even reach a higher level than 75. Still have a bit of the zone to do. And then assuming the final dungeon or what have you, I'm gonna go into the village and see what they have to say for themselves.
So
You're
Benu, benu, benenu. Alright. Let's go see what they have to say. Imagine they say nothing. It's like, oh, you joined? Oh well, bye.
Go in.
I'm surprised he has nothing to say. Or whatever.
goodbye.
Nothing to say, okay.
Well met.
Okay. So that was meaningless. Meaningless indeed. Ah, well, it is what it is. Did we get anything worth collecting from that place? No. Just a bunch of trash. Alright, well, I want to go to one last place before we end off for the night. And then it's time to explore everything over here. The snowy area, since I believe we've done everything else. And we'll wrap up, we'll finish up the game now. And we've only had 2 quests bug out on Merry Man. That doesn't count. And the other quest to find the mask or what have you. So we could hunt down that guy's brother. Because it wouldn't enter our journal. No matter. No matter indeed. At this point, I believe there are no more quests in this region. Yeah. We are almost ready to end the game. Isn't that crazy? I just want to know what's in here. Honor to the Gunvald, ever spirit bound. They may walk with the dead and speak with the wild. May their names be carried by wind and stream, may their spirits never fade from the land. But when they vanish, so too will the memory of the Dalrita. They called for aid when the snow turned red, none came, not they are our shame to bear. Okay. Let me go straight into the chamber first. See if we can interact with this at all. Orvath, fierce warrior, pure of heart, one of the most loyal among the Dalrata race their people, a legend among their people. Always there when he was needed, never missed a battle. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. I was not expecting that, but I'll take it. Nothing to interact with there. So we've been in there. Let's go in here. Honor to the Ulthia, forged in stone and fire, steadfast as the mountains, unyielding as steel. May the fire in their forges never fade, may their hammers ring true for all eternity. When they fall silent, so too will the fall on swords. What about over here? Oh, what's this? Some coins there. Honor to the Ogorata, children of the frost. They dwell where few dare to linger, trading in secrets and snowborn things. May the Veiled One be merciful to them. May their steps never fade from the snow. But if the frost forgets the Ogorata, the land will forget how to endure. The halls are quiet now. No smoke, no song, only the cold. Well, the Veiled One was not merciful to them, I can tell you that much. I'll do that much for free. Honor to the Svein, the Watchers in the Wild. They read the forest breath and drink from stone-shadowed dreams. May their steps remain light, may their arrows ever find their mark. When the Svein go hungry, all Dalrita will soon turn to dust. What about you guys, eh? Honor to the Volca, the wrath of the mother. Born for war, bound in blood. May the rage burn bright, may the enemies break at the sound of their battle cries. When the Volca falls silent, it is not peace that follows, but ruin. Okay. Say so. Honor to the feud, last to rise, first to see. Shrouded in secrets, cloaked in silent might, may their steps be sure, may their will never falter. As they tread dangerous ground, but when the mist takes the feud, the other tribes are already lost. Shit, man. Oh, we're done in here. We got an attribute point. We're coming in here. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Level up. More perception. How much do we have? 147% crit chance. Crazy. Anyway. That's everything on the side of the map finished. So we have whatever's going on in there. maybe something along here. I doubt it. I think I've got everything up to here, so a few things to check around here, the central area. Up to here. And down here. Honestly, if I came in down here, done this area pretty thoroughly, right? Down to here. And then boom. 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 I don't think there's anything up here. Maybe here. And then came down here. Then that's all done already. And we'll have to go up here, check around here. But for now, I'm gonna end this episode here. I'm recording for almost 2.5 hours, so I think we made some good progress here. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps a lot. Follow on Twitch helps even more. Regardless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.